What's up, you guys? This is Steven, and I'm back with another photo analysis. This time, I'll be analyzing the album cover Make Progress by Nami Tamaki. And when I look at this album cover, okay, I'm seeing okay, they're going with like an outer space theme. Based on what I see, it seems like she's in a spaceship and maybe she's just going to another world or another planet, something along that line. And I'll say right off the bat that this is, to me, like a better album cover than her debut album cover. So, she get a checkpoint for that. Just from the theme alone, as well as other things. But just from, the scenery and the theme and the background and stuff, just for that alone, it's a better album cover. Okay, so take a look at Nami Tamaki's face. It seems like she does sorta. It seems like maybe like she kind of has her eyes on the prize with her facial expression, based on her facial expression. It seems like there's some determination in her face. After all, the theme of this album is make progress, so that's a good, good look to have to you. Her hair could have been better, the way that her hair looks. Yeah, it could have been better, but it's decent. Um, I think she lost her neck in this photo, and I'm not sure if it was because of the coat she's wearing or just because she didn't position her neck the right way in the photo. Either way, she lost her neck, and I don't think that's the best look. That's not the best look. Nevertheless, it's okay. It's all right. It does bring down the photo, but it's still a decent photo. Um, if you look at the clothes that she's wearing, it seems like she's trying to be a bit more mature this time around. She's trying to wear, well, she's trying to look normal first of all, or halfway normal, not look like the Wizard of J-pop. But I think she's trying to be a bit more mature. I mean, look, her pants or her shorts that she's wearing are really short, and her boots are really long, and it looks like she has some type of a um, like stocking thing. I'm not quite sure what you call that, but yeah, it looks like lingerie a little bit. So yeah, it looks like she's trying to, sex it up. And let's see. I think her hands could have looked a little better, a little more feminine, maybe, or just look, you know, a bit more. Like they could have been positioned better. Um, she does have the way this photo looks and makes her look like she has really long legs. It's not legs for days, but it's a good length, a good amount of leg in the photo. So checkpoint for that. And I kind of wish they would have given her some lipstick. I think that would have kind of livened up her face a little bit more. Um, let's see. The theme of this album is Make Progress, as well the title is Make Progress. And it looks like she's in some sort of a spaceship. And it looks like she's the only passenger of this spaceship. However, I assume someone's piloting this spaceship, but we don't see that. So it's pretty much I'm kind of getting the message that it's like Nami Tamaki is on a ride and she's making progress on this ride, or at least trying to go forward. If you look outside the window, you see stars. So I'm guessing again, it's like the whole space theme. As well, the ship looks nice. I'm not quite sure. If this would actually work in real life. But then again, it's it's an album cover, so it's not like we're going to be like, hey, this is not realistic. As long as it gets the job done, I don't think people really are going crazy over like realism in an album cover. Um, but I do feel like Nami Tamaki could have had like a bit more like life within her on this album cover. You know, I don't know. It seems like she's a bit too subdued. You know, considering the theme is make progress, I felt like she could have maybe been a bit more like offered more strength in this or more determination. You know, I think she does have a look of determination on her face. However, that look could have been stronger. Um, Nevertheless, it's something. It is something, you know. It's not quite there, but it's something. She's getting there. She's also dressed in all black, and I think that's a bit odd. Because this is her second album, and she still has that sort of like J-pop princess thing going on with her. So I kind of thought that the look probably should have been a bit more colorful. You know, maybe silver, maybe some type of like maybe lavender or pink. I know that might be a bit stereotypical, like you know why the female has to have like lavender or pink or girly colors, you know. But I just felt it could have been a bit more color with her wardrobe, and I'm also curious to see this wardrobe, like Nami Tamaki standing up in this wardrobe, because I wonder how she looks in this, you know. And again, I don't think this is totally her idea, but then again, she is like a J-pop princess, and you know, she probably doesn't have much artistic control of her career at this point. But you know, sometimes it's good to at least give the illusion that you do have artistic control, even though you don't. So it has to be something that okay, I could see Nami Tamaki actually wanting to do something like this. And I think this helps. This theme of the spaceship and things like that kind of helps factor into like the whole Gundam Wing thing. Like she sung some songs for Gundam Wing, the anime, and I guess this kind of maybe sort of plays into that as well. Um, I you know I think it's a decent photo. It's not the most um, amazing photo you're going to ever come across in your life. You know, it's not something that, you know, I would expect someone to win some award for or anything, but it's decent. It is better than the previous album cover photo that she had. So, you know, she has made some progress, you know, just with that alone. But something that I will point out that I just noticed, like her shoes, you know, the shoes that she's wearing are black. And if you see her foot on the ground, it kind of blends in. Like the ground and her foot kind of blends into one. And it seems like, you know, it kind of takes away from her, the length of her legs, you know. If they had made a more of a contrast, her legs would have looked longer and better if they had made that contrast with the shoes that she's wearing in the floor, but they blend together, so it takes away from the length of her legs, you know. And also, the belt that she has on looks awkward. Like it looks like it's not totally fastened to her. I don't know. I don't know. That's a bit weird. I don't know why they did that. Um, as well. It's sort of like, you know, Nami Tamaki is showing some skin with this, but at the same time, they're still being conservative with it. It's a bit odd. That's a bit odd, but it's like kind of like a paradox because she is showing some skin and the way her outfit looks. She has on some short shorts and some really long boots, but at the same time, like you look at what she's wearing on her like torso and her upper body. It's like this coat, and it's like covering her up. So I think that I think that them showing some skin did help this photo improve in quality. If they had took off the bulky coat and maybe replaced it with maybe you know, wholesome, classy, sophisticated top, You know, that could have worked better too. Maybe like a basic black top. Maybe like cut off the sleeves of it. Or maybe like a tank top that's all black. Like a female, like a spaghetti strap top, or you know, something along that line. I think that would have worked. Help, you know, kind of bring up the quality of the photo. But for here, it kind of looks, she's a bit covered up, and not in a good way, you know. I know that, you know, the younger female shouldn't be like, you know, exploited as far as sexuality, you know, like I can understand where they're going with that because that's been done a lot, and you know, people have made money off of that. But I can understand them not wanting to do that. Um, However, I think that you know, showing some skin, it doesn't have to be exploitive. You know, just, you know, that does help improve the look of a photo, and as well, it makes the album cover an attractive album cover where people would want to look at it and maybe pick it up and say, "Hey, oh, Nami Tamaki. Hey, let's see what she's talking about or singing about." You know, but I think that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Overall, I think it's a respectable album cover. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. I think it's pretty decent. But that's my opinion. Feel free to tell me yours. Until next video, adios and goodbye for now.